I still get 6. That is another way to solve this. I'm not worried about you knowing that right now. I'm right now just wanting to introduce you to what it means by start unknown. We have a missing add-in. And how we get those missing add-ins is what we're going to work on. But you need to know when you see that. The same thing takes place in a subtraction, except this time we don't call it an add-in because we're not adding, we're subtracting. And the first number in a subtraction problem is called a minuend. A minuend. You should have heard that word in first grade last year. I see heads shaking. You should have heard the word minuend. Minuend is the first. Did you hear the word add-in? And you should have heard minuend, or words with subtraction. So here's our story. Here's how it starts. Some cows were in the pasture. How many cows were in the pasture?
We don't know.
We don't know. So here we go, starting the story with some cows. We don't know how many. The farmer ran 4 into the barn. So we started with some. We don't know how many. The farmer ran 4 in the barn. Did we get more or did we subtract some?
Subtract.
Subtract. Yes, use a minus sign. We're subtracting because they went away. They went into the barn, right? And that left 6 to continue eating. So now we want to know how many were in the pasture before the farmer came. So how many did we start with? If we're going to figure that out, we've got to know that we had to start, when we have a subtraction problem, we're going to use the reverse operation. We're going to add. If we add the 6 and the 4, remember up here when I had an addition problem, I took these 2 and subtracted. When I have a subtraction problem, I'm going to take these 2 and add. And 6 plus 4 equals how many, everybody? Thank you. That's been one of our facts. Do you see why you need to know facts? To automaticity. So we know that our first number had to be 10. So 6 and 4 is 10. If I took 10 and I did subtract 4, I would see there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there it is. 10 minus 4 equals 6. So how many were in the pasture before the farmer came? 10. Absolutely, there were 10. That is a start unknown. Do you see what I mean by start unknown? The first number in a number sentence is missing. We don't know what it is. And so we have a result unknown. It's at the end. The last number is missing. Start unknown. It kind of gives you a clue. Start means you're at the beginning. The starting number, the beginning number is unknown. Now we have one more. We have one more. And it's called change unknown. That means the first number is stated, then a change takes place to that number, but the change is unknown. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. This isn't the only day we're doing this, and just hang with me. In an addition problem, this time the second add-in is missing. So we're going to have our first add-in plus, and then our second add-in, we don't know what it is. Watch, this is how it does. Tommy saved $9. You know how much he starts with? How much? $9. Yes, he starts with $9. After his chores, his dad gave him some more. Do we know how much more he got? No. So here's my plus, but I don't know how much more he gets. He then had $14. Do I know how much he has in all?
Yes.
How much does he have in all? $14. Yes, he does. He has $14. He had 9. His dad gave him some more. Then he had 14. Got it? So he started with 9, then it changed. He had 9, and then that 9 changed because he got some more. If he has 9, then I'm going to go 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. How much more did he get? $5. His dad gave him 5. Once again, I can subtract, taking these two numbers, and 14 minus 9 equals 5. So I know that he got $5. We know the start. We know the end. It's something in the middle changed, and we don't know that one. Subtraction's going to be the same thing, except this time it's called the subtrahend. The minuend minus the subtrahend equals the difference. Minuend minus the subtrahend equals the difference. The subtrahend, the number that's to be subtracted from the minuend, is missing. So Joe picked up 16 marbles. Do we know how many to start out with? 16. There we go. We've got 16 marbles. Guys, these are a little story. Make sure you're seeing that in your head. He dropped some of them. How many did he drop?
We don't know.
We don't know. There's that missing. So are we getting more? Did some go away? So we're subtracting. We don't know how many to subtract because we don't know how many he dropped. But after he dropped some, then he only had 7. So he only had 7. He only had 7. If we have 16, and he still has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, he still has these, then he must have dropped this many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He dropped 9. Or I can say 16 minus 7 equals 9. That is called the change unknown. The second number in the number sentence is missing. Or in an addition problem, the second add-in. In a subtraction problem, the subtrahend is missing. We're going to work on those. I needed your parents to watch this with you. I need your parents to make sure that you understand what's going on here. They understand what's going on here when you see a word problem. Those vocabulary words are very important. Sum, difference, add-in, minuend, subtrahend, change unknown, result unknown, start unknown. Okay? I'm going to be sending this to your parents on paper. I'm going to send it to them on paper so they'll have a copy of it also to keep in your folder or to keep somewhere at home, so that when you begin working on word problems, you're going to see these kind. It's not only going to be the result unknown anymore. Now you're going to have some that have start unknown. You're going to have some that have change unknown. And we're going to practice a lot on those word problems. And you're going to be, because you're such wonderful mathematicians, you're going to be an expert in no time. Remember, we don't do easy. We make it easy by hard work. Exactly. Hard work and learning. Thank you for bearing with me today. You did a nice job.